Okay, so today we're going to look at something a wee bit different, and it's something that I kind of find, well, it's maybe not strange, it's not kind of covered, but to me, I think it's a little bit important, and it's one of these. It's a power extension for your setup. So this is from a company called VANENIK, and I'll go into a little bit of detail of why I think it's important. So just stay with me. So as I says, I do find it a little bit strange, well, just a bit strange that sometimes you don't see this being covered when we're talking about PC setups. Everybody talks about the hardware of the actual PC itself, or all the peripherals, your keyboard, your mouse and so on, but nobody ever really seems to talk about this and why I think it's important. In my property, I've got my PC or my setup in my bedroom, and I actually only have three outlets. There's one over on the wall just at the back there. You might see it. In fact, you can see it. And it's a double socket, and then I've got another double socket just in my feet here. So I'm kind of limited for power connections. And just to give you an idea, this setup that I've got just now, including the TV, which you can see up in the top left there, actually takes up 8 sockets in total. So that's a combination of the TV, 2 monitors, the speakers, PC, and various other things I need to charge, speakers and so on. So 8 sockets are used in total. So I'm a little bit kind of pushed, and I've got a couple other things that I'd like to add in. So I was looking for something with a little bit more connections, or sockets I should say, and this one happens to have 10 sockets. I've seen other ones that are almost like server rack things, big long things, and I really don't like the look of them, so I decided have a look around, and I've seen this one on Amazon, and later on I'll add a link to this in the video. But basically what I'll do is an overview of it. We'll open it up, I'll cover everything it says in the box of what this thing can do. Yeah, so stick around. Okay, we'll have a look at the packaging and the box, and just go over all the features that's covered on the box as well. There's plenty of writing on this, but we'll just get this plastic wrapping off first, and then we'll have a read. It's easier said than done. It's putting up a bit of a fight, but there we go. That's the plastic off. So right away we can see here this has 10 sockets. We've also got a USB Type-C at 33 watts, a further 2 USB Type-Cs. We've got USB Type-A at 30 watts, and then another USB-A, or I should say another 2. Then we have here overload protection switch, automatic power off, and it's a reset switch as well. Down the bottom of the box we can see this has a 2,500 watt output, and then we've got 3000mm power cord. Don't know why they just don't put 3 meters. And again, it shows you the 33 watts on the USB output, which is for that Type-C that I spoke about a minute ago. Then down the bottom, it's compatible with PD, PPS and QC 3.0 protocols. And then what else have we got? So on the side here, it shows you the shape of this, being this kind of triangular shape, which helps plug things in without them touching each other or overlapping, 45-degree angle. Again, we've got the overload protection switch, which is an automatic power off and 1-button reset. And then we've got, it says here 2 meters, it's actually 3 meters, so it's a little typo. It's not too good, but 2 meters heavy duty power cord. And then we've got built-in safety doors to prevent dust and electric shock and kids and so on sticking things in there, which is good to see as well. And as I mentioned, it is a 3 meter power cable, not 2 meters as it's printed on the other side. And then at the back here, we've got even more information. Same again, actually, which was repeated on the front with regards to the USB sockets, but we can see a picture of the actual extension itself in there. And again, you can see those kind of angular sockets which help plug things in without them touching. More information on the overload switch. Again, all the power ratings and stuff. It's pretty much repeating itself here, but again, a couple of other little things. We've got a smart chip inside, anti-bending cord, high thermal conductivity, heavy duty power cord, blah 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 blah, kind of goes over and over. And then we've got a product information here as well with the ratings and so on, and obviously depending on what you've got plugged into these USB sockets, it actually changes the output of the rating on the watts in each of those sockets, but I'll put that up on the screen for you later on. And then we've got some more product features down the bottom here. Pretty much repeats itself, 2,500 watts, 33 watts USB fast charging. We've got smart safety chip, installed as well, which prevents overheating and short circuits and so on, overcharging. 3 metre heavy duty power cord again, that's repeated again. And then it complies with the usual safety standards. We've also got a QR code as well for the website. But into the box itself, and you know the only thing that's going to be in here is the actual cable itself. The actual extension will be nothing else. I don't think so anyway. And just as I'm pulling out, you can feel that this thing's a typical plastic frame that you get in most power extensions. But the cable is solid. That is a chunky cable. Got a little pin protector on the end there. But the cable is really, really thick. And I'll put up a little diagram showing you how that's constructed. But onto the sockets itself, we can see at the end here we've got this reset switch, or the power on and off switch. We've got those little spring-loaded doors that are inside here, and this is a universal extension, I should say. You can plug in lots and lots of plugs from different countries around the world, but ultimately it's a UK plug, which is always a bit strange, I find. But over here we've got the USB sockets, the top one being the 33 watt USB Type-C, we've got the other two USB Type-Cs, we've got the USB Type-A at 30 watts there, and then we've got a further two USB Type-A, so tons and tons of charging options, which is great to see. And then on the other side here, we've just got those 5 sockets, nothing else on there. At the bottom, we only have 2 rubber feet, no mounting holes. That is bizarre. I don't know why there's no mounting holes in this. I think you've really, really missed out on that, but that's it. And in this picture, you can see the dimensions of this. So it's 324mm long. Then on one face, which has this USB Type-C and USB Type-A connections, that is 69.5mm. And then on the other side, we've got a face which is 79.7mm. And then the rest of the information is, again, all those capabilities of the charging. Right, so there's not like a great deal to talk about. A power extension, that is what it is. But for me, the things that I like about it, obviously there's those 10 sockets there, the 10 connections, which is ideal. And it has those USB connections as well for charging multiple different devices, especially your phone with the rating it's on. It's quite good. Then you have that on both Type-C and Type-A as well, but plenty of options of things to charge. Earlier on, I don't think I kind of touched on it. I'm a bit of a kind of OCD freak when it comes to my desk. I don't like clutter, I don't like mess, and I particularly don't like cables and stuff hanging down and trailing down. And earlier on, you seen the underside of my desk. I like to keep it as clean and neat, as tidy as possible. So for me, this is why it's important to get a good power extension and have that opportunity to tidy everything up and keep it all clean. So one of the other things that I liked about this is just the fact that it's at that pyramid shape. It's easier to plug things in. The existing plug I've got, the sockets are back to back on each other, and depending on the plug that you're using, some of these plugs can be quite big and bulky and they overlap each other, and actually I found it quite tricky to get everything plugged in without them not hitting each other. And I was really, really lucky I managed to actually squeeze the 8 plugs in the existing socket. It's not perfect, some of them are really, really tight, and I don't like it. So again, I like the design of this where it's a pyramid, and it should help with plugging things in and the plugs not touching each other. Build quality seems decent. I like all the little features it's got when it comes to the little trapdoors that shut on the plugs when you take it out to keep dust and so on out of it. But there is a couple of things that I think they've dropped the ball on. One, I appreciate that there's one massive big switch on it for turning the whole thing off, but I would have preferred to see individual switches to turn individual devices off. I suppose that might have not been an option because it would have made the thing even bigger, and they've obviously got to keep their costs down as well. And the other big thing, which I'm kind of shocked at, there's no mounting holes in the bottom of this. I find that bizarre. I think every other extension socket that I've got, there's mounting holes in the bottom of it. So again, I think they've missed the opportunity there. Power cable's nice big thick power cable, 3 meters long, which is great as well for routing that cable and hiding it out of the way, putting it in trunking and so on, keeping everything tidy. But next thing I'm going to do is get this thing installed on the underside of my desk, and I've got super strong double-sided tape that I've used in the past for other things that I'm going to use for holding this thing up. This tape's that strong, I've literally had to like pry it off almost like with a crowbar or a big hefty screwdriver to pull things off the underside of this. So I'm not really worried about this thing falling off. It should stay in place. And again, time will tell whether this thing lasts, basically. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll make sure it's not overheating and things like that. Hopefully not, because it could take out my whole entire system if it does that, my whole setup. But yeah, as I said earlier on, maybe a bit of a strange video to cover, but I do think it's something that's not really spoke about very often, and I kind of hope that this video helps people who do appreciate cable management and so on the side of their desk. Now, if you've got any questions on it, please feel free to leave them below. I usually do reply to folk if I get a chance. Yeah, and if there's anything else you want to know about it, yeah, just fire questions away. And as always, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be back along with something again soon. See you later.